There is something great about achieving a new mindset. There's something amazing about that. It's the way you think, it's the way you approach things in your life gives you the levels of how far you can achieve into your life. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. It's the way you approach. It's the way you approach one thing in your life. It will be a pattern of approaching everything the same in that same pattern how you approach the first thing in your life. Yes, I don't care what it is. It could be a business deal. It could be asking and meeting a new partner for the first time. It's how you approach your item the first time or the person the first time. Is the way you keep on approaching everyone you meet and everything you do in the same pattern for the first time, you know? And this is what we need to get right is that you see, you never got the job because you approached the job as a shy person, and the position of the job was a position of a courageous person. Do you follow what I'm saying? It's the way you approach the job. It's not your ability. It's not your qualifications. It's not your sense of humor. It's the way you approach. It's your attitude. It's your mindset. How you approach the job is why you never get the job. Can we move on? There were two guys who had a mindset, and both of them worked in the same job and collected the same salary from the job and was in the same position of the job. And both of them left their workplace the same time one cold evening. And as they were going home, they were walking and talking, and they came across a shop. And in the shop, there was an item sitting on the shelf. What both of them approach. Remember the word approach. Is how you approach. Yeah? So both of them approach the item that was sitting on the shelf. And the first one said, "Wow, I cannot afford this." That's what the first one said. And the second one approached the item and said, "Wow, how can I afford this?" So I don't know if you can see the difference. It's to do with the mindset. If you remember how the first one said it, "Wow, I cannot afford this." Because straight away he thought about his salary, he thought about how much money he makes, and he thought about the item on the shelf, the price mark, what they are asking for, so he could buy the item, and he realized he couldn't afford it, you know. So he says that I cannot afford it. But the second one is in the same job as the first one, but his approach is a bit different. It's a slight difference. He says, "How? Wow, how can I afford it?" Now, your brain is like a computer. Your brain either open up new windows or it closes them all and goes to the shutdown. You see, when you say that I cannot afford it, your computer will shut down. It won't think no more about the item. It won't talk no more. It said what it had to say, and that's the end of the story. Do you know what I'm saying? But when a person says, "How can I afford it?" the brain operates like a computer, and it will start opening up new windows in that computer to finding a way of how I can afford it. Don't hear what I'm saying. So it's a different approach, and this is what we need to do: is The rich are rich because of how they approach things. The poor are poor because of how they approach things. It's how you approach things, my friend. It's how you approach things. There were two guys again, and both of them worked in the same job as well and earned the same salary. And both of them got their paycheck, and it was Friday, and everyone got paid. So they got paid cash in hand, and both of them was headed towards the town center. And one of them said, "I'm going to the bank to put my wages in the bank, and then spend what I have after." The other one said, "Well, I'm going to spend now, and then after, when I finish spending, I'm going to put the rest in my bank." You see the slight difference? One's going to put the money in their bank now and spend what they have left after. The other one's going to put spend first and then put what's in the bank after. There's a slight difference. There's a slight different approach, but just by your approach, I don't know if you hear what I'm saying, is how your life is going to become richer or become poorer. Tell your neighbor. Tell your neighbor. It's how you approach. You know, the mindset is so powerful. When you say, "I can't," I can't means you're shutting down your brain. You're saying there's no solution. It is not possible. But when you say, "How can I?" or "How should I do this?" or "How am I going to do this?" then your brain is like a computer. It opens up different windows to find a way how you can achieve great things in your life. Now, this is the part one of your brain's like a computer, your new mindset, and how you approach things in your life determines how the outcome of your life shall be in your finances and in your everyday life. Like I said from the beginning, the first approach on anything, the first approach, if I see a spider on my wall and I'm scared to pick up that spider, to pull it outside so it can live another day. If I am scared to pick up that spider, I'd be scared to achieve a job in my life. And this might not sound right to you. You know what I'm saying? It might sound like, what's a spider got to do with approaching a job? No, every approach is the same approach. Yes, every approach is approach of success or failure. And this is what I'm trying to say to you today. It's how you approach things. It's how you set your ways and your mind in how you achieve. You see, achieving gives you confidence. When you achieve something, when you buy your first car, you know that you worked hard, you saved your money, you bought that first car. That's achieving. And achieving, and especially when you've done it all on your own, it's a success in life. But when mum or dad buys you a car, your first car, you are achieving, but it's not you who's achieving. You've achieved something, but you never achieved it yourself. So the way you approach the item that was given to you by mum or dad, you you approach it with care and confidence, but also with a lack of how can I put it? A lack of how can I put it? When you appreciate something, but there's a limit how much you appreciate it. You know, when you sweat and you work hard and save money and cut down food supply and clothes supply just to buy a new car, and when you get that car, you're more careful how you treat that car. But when it's been given to you, you never sweat for that car, you never work hard for that car. You still respect the car, but not as much as you would if you had to sweat for that car, if that makes sense. you know, and this is what we have to go through in life. We have to learn how to achieve things, how to approach things, and how to gain things and be successful in our lives. Well, this is the part one anyway of the new mindset that's in town. You know, we need to grab hold of it. I'm gonna be doing another video talking more deeper about the new mindset and how it's only a slight difference between being rich and poor if we have the ability to use our new mindset that all of us have. Yeah? So you guys have a great day. You know, this is Nathan Brown. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. God bless you.